YouTube, what it do? Your boy is back with another video. We will be installing the spark plugs today. I will be setting y'all up on the tripod. So last video we gapped them. This video we're gonna remove them. We're gonna install them. So if you don't know how to install them, I'll be showing you how to install them. So hang tight with your boy. See, I got my little cap on, you know, my little, a little something just a little cool outside, a little something. But yeah, let me wipe the camera off a little bit. So yeah, your boy finna do that, and we finna get started. So just hang tight. Holla. So y'all, your boy is back. Let me adjust something on the camera real quick. So y'all can see you, boy. I can see you. So we back. Let me give me some gloves. Give me 1 second, y'all. So I'm back. Let me pull this one. I'm just pulling my wires. After I do that, I'll show y'all, take y'all off the tripod, show y'all as far as how everything go. But I do have a video on removing the one spark plug. So I'll show y'all that. Alright. So if you didn't watch how I gapped the spark plugs, I will be putting that video on the end of this video, so you can click it, watch it, and it's informational about how to gap spark plugs, how to read the gauge. So as you know, we gapped the spark plugs at 25 thousandths. Everybody has their personal preference, so it's your preference. So as we can see, I'm gonna take this. So it look about the same. So yeah, I got them at 25 thousandths. It don't look too far off. I think it's at 25 thousandths is where they was gapped. So that's that spark plug right there. Can y'all see that? So far as fuel, we know it is burning because right here it is burning, and then down here is where oil. I actually literally have oil right here, so that I don't know. So possibly it could be slight oil getting in there, but like I said before, with the turbo having that leak, that could have been the problem. But we did change the oil, which you guys did see, and yeah, man, we're just gonna pull these and we'll install a new one. So let's get the driver's side completed. I'm gonna put my gapping tool, which was at 25 thousandths, and we're gonna leave that right there. So also, when you're changing your spark plugs, I'm pretty sure a lot of guys probably already know this, but if you don't know, now you know. So inside of there, let's see if we can focus a little bit. So inside of this spark plug tool, it's going to be a rubber boot. So just make sure you get it on there, because if you don't have it on there, you'll mess some stuff up. You don't want anything getting inside the engine. So let's finish this up, y'all. And of course, this should be cylinder, I think 1 or 2. So yeah, let's pull the rest and go from there. Alright, y'all, so we back. So Your boy back. We got all the spark plugs out on the driver's side. So let's go by firing sequence. So when I say firing sequence, just imagine we got, let's pan over to our engine. So as you know, we have our heads. Firing sequence meaning that cylinder 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 at the rear. Now, this is expected. This is cylinder 7. So, like I said, driver's side, which is cylinder 7, you can see right here. It doesn't look bad, look great. But I do see some oil. I don't know if oil, maybe mixed with a little, cause you can smell the E. So go in the comment section, inform me. So if you know, inform me, let your boy know. So that's 1, 2. So 1, we already removed 1. So this is 1, 2. This is 3. So this is the front of the engine. I kind of expected to burn a little bit more. Like I say, air to fuel ratio. You can see the fuel. You can see how dark it is right here. And the ring around here. And as you can see, it goes from the penny look to the nickel look. Now the spark plugs has been sitting in here. So I can expect it, you know. But all in all, does it look bad to me for as and the truck still needed to be tuned. So after getting the truck installed, the truck still needed to be tuned. So that's further on down the line. So, and of course, with how much boost the truck, I think the truck's not even on a pound. It's on wastegate. So I am missing a spark plug, as you've seen in the other video where we removed it. So also, this is a tip, guys. Let me get my my tool. Let me find my tool while removing the spark plugs. Bam. So for cylinder 7, in the back of the engine, you're gonna need a swivel with your socket, just because the racket pinion or steering rack, whatever that's right here on the driver's side, kind of gets in the way. And then on this side we have the turbo, so we'll be figuring out how to remove it on that side, but I do have this, so it's not a problem. Also, when you're removing your spark plugs, guys, this is another thing to do. I don't just put the tool in there and get to twisting. I will take it off literally like this. Make sure that the rubber that's inside the spark plug tool grabs it. So after I do that, of course, righty tighty, lefty loosey, loosen it, bring it out, and look, I can literally hold it like that. That's how it should be when you guys pulling it out of your truck. So always remember that, y'all. Spend the money on the tool. I can't really say too much about that, because I've been an emphasis to where I didn't spend money on just anything about it, you know. How much you spend and what you're spending your money on, quality is going to determine your vehicle. So me, honestly, I'd rather spend my money once. Now, of course, for racing, you're gonna break stuff. I'm just saying, but spend your money, man. And if you don't have the money to spend, save it. Also, like I said, save it. Research. You could do some things yourself. I mean, man, I'm not gonna lie. All this stuff you can dang do yourself. Everything is on YouTube. So I don't want to just take up too much time. We got the spark plugs removed on the driver's side. I did check the gap earlier in the video, and you guys can go and see that. So let your boy install them, remove the passenger side, and we might be firing it up today. I don't know. just stay tuned. So appreciate y'all.